So we looked at how to solve this system of equations by graphing by hand. Let me show you how we can use our calculators to get possibly a more accurate answer in case our answer ever is not a decimal, or is not integer, sorry, if it is a decimal, or just as a quicker way to do some of these problems if you don't want to graph them by hand. So in order to graph on your calculator, we'd still have to do what we did earlier in green and blue. We'd have to rearrange the equations to get them in slope-intercept form. So calculator can't do everything for you. You will have to do that part by hand, and I do want to see that work on your homework. But let's go ahead and now graph these two equations on our calculator. So select y equals, and if there's anything in there, make sure you clear it out. If your plots are highlighted like mine are, go up and press enter to unhighlight them. We don't want those plots turned on. So let's graph this equation. We've got negative 4x. Oops, my keyboard does not like when I use the x letter. Negative 4x plus 8. And my second equation was 2/3. We can just do that as a fraction. X and then minus 6. Okay, if you have a different window, like if you've changed your window, I would just recommend pressing zoom and then 6 to reset it to a 10 by 10. Otherwise, just hit graph if your window's already set up correctly. And we should see what we graphed by hand over here on the calculator. There's one line, and there's the second line, different colors, but yep, looks just like what we got. And we can kind of estimate and look that it does appear to be 3, negative 4, but here's how you're going to find it more accurately. Press second, and then press the trace key to get to the calculate menu. And in that list, the very interesting option should be option 5, the intersect option. So select option 5. And what we'll do, their calculator is going to ask you 3 questions. They're going to say first curve, second curve, and guess. Really, for what we're doing, it doesn't matter. Just press enter 3 times. I do like to move my cursor over so it's closer to that intersection point. So arrow over so you're close. You don't have to be right on top of it anywhere. Close enough is fine if you're dealing with lines. But get over there close to it, press enter, then 3 times to answer their 3 questions. So first curve, second curve, enter, and then guess, press enter. And what will happen is it will say intersection when you've pressed it enough times. And there we go, 3, negative 4. Remember, write that as a coordinate, but there's our intersection point. It's a really cool way to do these problems, especially if your answers are not integers. If you have a decimal, this is a great way to get an accurate answer, as well as a quicker way to do the problems.